These are the woods of the Slindon estate in 1918. World War I is still raging over in France and Belgium. Take a good look around before you start exploring. You'll see there aren't many trees here because this is now the site of a Canadian lumber camp. From here, you can see men hard at work. Many more of them will be chopping down trees further into the woods. These are the men of the 114th Company of the Canadian Forestry Corps. They've been here since August 1917, called up to help supply enough timber for the war effort. Using just hand saws and axes, the Canadians can chop and process timber at a phenomenal rate. This camp has been providing timber for pit props and trench supports in France and Belgium. Take a walk up Stane Street, the old Roman road that runs through the camp, to see what's going on. Some of the wood is also being processed to make acetone to produce cordite, a smokeless propellant used to replace gunpowder and explosives and other munitions. Behind the sawmill is an aerial ropeway that has been constructed to take timber to the cordite factory in Lavant. Stretching over 7 miles, it was built with the help of the German prisoners of war that are stationed at the nearby Nore Hill camp. Acetone can also be made from conkers and chestnuts. Local schoolchildren collect them from the woods. They can earn a penny or two for their efforts. This is the officers' mess, where the higher-ranking men can relax. When they get to relax, the men like to play cards, read letters from home and listen to music. Those men over there in different uniforms are German prisoners of war who have been drafted in to work here. They help with the heavy lifting. It's really strenuous work. The next group of huts are the main sleeping quarters for all of the men. They're quite basic, but better than the tents they had to sleep in while the camp was being built. The large building in the distance is the steam-powered sawmill where the logs are converted into planks. It's noisy and dangerous with huge circular saws running all day. You'll need your wits about you if you're working there, so as not to lose a limb. As well as the newly built aerial ropeway, timber is transported by road and rail networks. This is one of the transport wagons. It looks like it may have broken down again. The small hut is where the bandsman works. He's one of the most important men in the camp because he keeps all the blades sharp. He's a very busy man. The horses are being groomed at the stables. Large heavy logs are usually transported around the camp by horse and cart. A narrow gauge railway with a couple of steam locomotives has been built through the woods to help transport the logs, but the horses still carry out much of the heavy work. If you look up in the sky, you should be able to see the airship in flight. It'll be heading off on another anti-submarine patrol over the English Channel from the substation that's been created here at Slindon. Slindon was chosen as a substation to Polegate because it is close to Chichester, and the trees that haven't been felled here offer the ideal shelter from high winds that a tethered airship needs.